What comes to mind when I say Project Umbreon? You might think it's the name of a stream of someone ripping packs until they pull the Umbreon, or someone's screen name. Well, it's neither of those. Today, we're diving into Pokemon's biggest heist ever. Project Umbreon shook the TCG world, which involved stolen booster boxes, high-value chase cards, and some very questionable decisions. Duh. And a corporate response that left collectors scrambling for answers. So grab your Pokeballs, because this is the story of a heist that had everyone saying, classic Team Rocket behavior. Before we talk about the heist, we gotta talk about why anyone would want to steal these cards in the first place. In August 2021, Pokemon TCG released Sword and Shield Evolving Skies, a massive set with over 200 cards featuring dragon types in all 8 evolutions. This set includes some incredible, valuable chase cards. Like, I'm talking about big cash value. Most famously, the Umbreon VMAX alternate art, aka Umbreon. Currently, this card is selling for thousands of dollars, especially if highly graded. Some BGS 10 black label copies even topping 5 figures. That's right, 5 figures. Just like Umbreon reaches for the moon, so did the thieves. Well, at least they tried. According to community reports talking about Project Umbreon, an employee at a Pokemon printing facility allegedly removed valuable Evolving Sky cards, including stacks of Umbreon, before they were fully packaged and shipped to retailers. The thief then tried to sell huge quantities of these rare cards to Trading Card World, or TCW for short, a hobby shop located in Dallas, Texas. This raised eyebrows because who tries to sell a thick stack of the rarest cards all at once? It's like trying to trade a shiny Charizard for 500 Pidgeys. You don't really see that happening. And if you do, you're gonna wonder, what's the catch here? The store turned around and contacted the Pokemon Company International, sparking an investigation and ultimately the recovery of these cards, which was described by some as the largest known return of stolen Pokemon cards to date. The thief thought he could finesse the system, but forgot that TCW has excellent sniffing abilities. Not quite a Pokeflute, but close enough. Let's break down the timeline. August 2021, Evolving Skies releases worldwide. Late 2021, a picture leaks of stacks of rare cards, including Evolving Skies and Fusion Strike, allegedly taken from the production process and seen in Texas. Early 2022, private investigators reportedly seized the cards from the suspect before they hit the public markets. April 2023, Pokemon Company responds publicly saying that booster distribution was not impacted and the integrity was maintained, but didn't confirm specifics about the heist itself. So while the cards were made in 2021, Pokemon's official public statement didn't really show up until 2023, which in TCG years means the set is essentially vintage at this point. This is where the internet starts firing up its Pokeflute and calling all Pidgeys. Collectors were very suspicious. If someone was snatching rare cards during production, wouldn't that make them even harder to pull, like trying to find a Ditto in the wild? Reputable sources pointed out that if the cards were stolen before being sorted, it likely didn't impact consumer pull rates because rarity sorting happens later in the manufacturing process. So no, the odds probably didn't change. Your bad luck wasn't because someone stole your Umbreon. It was just because RNG's face was a little grumpy that day. The Pokemon Company's official stance was cautious. They didn't outright confirm the heist, but they did emphasize that products shipped to retail as intended. And there was no indication that pull rates or product integrity were affected. TPCI also said they invest a lot into production and security to protect the hobby because, yeah, millions of collectors worldwide really don't want their favorite cards ending up in some shady corner shop with a suspiciously large stack of rares. In other words, Team Rocket might have its moments, but Pokemon HQ promise they're on guard. So you're probably wondering, why does this even matter? This whole saga highlights a few things about the Pokemon TCG community. One, the insane secondary market prices of certain chase cards. Two, the fragility of trust between manufacturers and collectors. And three, the fact that sometimes real life feels weirder than a fan-made Team Rocket spin-off. Whether you call it Project Umbreon or just that time someone tried to steal a suitcase of Holy Grail cards, this story reminds us that Pokemon collecting is about more than just cardboard. It's about hype, community, and sometimes a little chaos. If you love this deep dive, smash that like button like it's a critical hit, subscribe for more Pokemon content, and let me know in the comments, would you have risked everything for a stack of Umbreons? Peace.